got it.
Now this guy, we saw this story, or I heard about this story.
We heard it in the news today, earlier.
It said...
My mom brought it to us.
I saw it too, but she reminded me of it. Breast implants used in a man's life-saving double lung, transplant. A rare procedure kept a 34-year-old Davy Bauer, who had smoked and vaped for many years, alive while he waited for a double lung transplant.
Wow.
Davy Bauer's lung infection was too life-threatening for a standard transplant. If doctors replaced his lungs with healthy ones right away, Bauer wouldn't have survived the surgery. In April, shortly after catching the flu, Bauer had developed a lung infection that was resistant to antibiotics. 34 years old. Now, he's young.
Yeah.
He had a history of smoking cigarettes and also vaped for 9 years.
Wow.
Doctors in St. Louis put Bauer on a ventilator in a medically induced coma to support his breathing. That's what you had, Mom. But his condition continued to deteriorate. He was transferred to Northwestern Medicine in Chicago.
Okay.
Where surgeons removed his lungs and used life support device to keep him alive while they cleared the infection from the bloodstream. Isn't that amazing how the body is? How they can do that? Bauer was transferred to Northwestern Medicine in Chicago, where his surgeons removed his lungs and used, I just said that. There was still one problem, though. Without lungs to physically support it, his heart would move around or fall deeper into his chest.
So so
your lungs support your heart.
Isn't that
something?
What organ needs to be in place or whatever to keep the
That's
body.
why when people be getting these fights and punching people in the chest and all kind of stuff, you could be messing up people's organs. Punching them in their kidneys, punching them in their chest. What, Ma?
Wasn't mine like cardboard?
Yeah, your lungs were like cardboard. Yep. When you had COVID.
That's what they told us.
Mm-hmm. What did she say? She threw me off and rolled it back here. Wasn't my lungs like cardboard? Oh, yeah, your lungs support your heart. And when people get in fights and stuff, because I went to get my eyes checked today, and she looked at my eyes and she showed me the what is it, X-ray or whatever of your eye, where you can see all in it and stuff. And I could see all the blood vessels and all that. And she said all your blood vessels are all lined up perfect. And she said a few of them are a little thicker than they should be. Even my eyes are thick.
If you lose weight, would that lose?
I should have asked her.
Skinny too.
How do I have a fat eye? How do you have a fat eye?
When you lose weight, does everything go down? Like your earlobes and your nose.
But why is my vessels fat?
But she said it was okay.
She said it's fine. They working normal. But I should have asked her
because you're straining your eyes. Maybe
I don't know.
Like this, or you wearing my glasses.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so she just went and showed me all my eye stuff and all that. And I was thinking to myself, what if somebody punched me in my eye? That could mess up your eye vessels and all kind of stuff. People can hit you in your face and knock your teeth out. Stop fighting and hitting each other. Your body is so sensitive.
They were talking to, when you're talking about body, I was watching on the news, the local news, and one of our our sportscasters, they were talking about one of the Bears quarterback back in the day, right before Peyton and all of them. He had a problem with depression so bad. He had lost his wife. I think later he lost his son or something. And then he lost a parent. So all of that back to back made him very, very depressed where he tried to take his life. And he went to shoot himself and part of his face he shot off.
Oh. And
he survived. He wrote a book. They showed him on the news yesterday. Must have been plastic surgery because he looks good.
They reconstructed
his face. But he said, I'm alive for a reason.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't take my life. And I tried to take my life, but I'm alive. But even the face and all of that and what
they can redo all that.
They redid his face. And you just think about all the pain he probably had to go through with the surgeries. But yeah, you're right. Our bodies are so, fearfully and wonderfully made. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, even with our mistakes.
Yeah. So it said that once they took the lungs out, they couldn't support the heart. The chief of the surgery at North Medicine said that on Wednesday. He said, we were looking for the biggest thing that would fit in there in his chest cavity. The solution was a pair of double D breast implants.
So they got that in there.
According to Northwestern Medicine, the procedure is the first time breast implants have been used in a double lung transplant.
Wow.
I didn't know much of it until after the fact, but I thought that was awesome and kind of funny. That's what the guy said.
You have breast implants in your chest.
In your chest. Well, where your lungs are, I guess.
And where the lungs
with the implants keeping his heart in place, Bauer was able to clear the infection. 2 days after his lungs were removed, doctors took out the implants and successfully transplanted healthy donor lungs into his body.
Wow.
He was discharged from the hospital in September and is now being monitored by his transplant team. He is expected to make a full recovery. He said, I feel blessed. It's incredible, he said. On Wednesday, I got a second chance at life.
I pray that he doesn't go back to smoking.
It's if you addicted.
I pray.
I've seen people smoke through the hole when they had that thing that they can't talk no more. They've smoked through that.
And some people still have the problem, and some people quit. They like, thank you for another chance with living. I'm not going to touch that cigarette no more.
So there you go.
Wow, but that's a blessing of the body and just how the body is made and how you can put things in the body. You can even do a donor. Even with that, because we've had friends who've had an organ donated to them, and they still have to monitor you to see how that new organ inside of you and how it's doing.
Yeah.
Because your body can reject that.
Yep.
And it's interesting though. Whew. All right, dude. You're doing well, hopefully.
Okay. All right. So moving on. Let's see.